Jelly Roll need a favor on B105. It's the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Ken will be in just a bit, but it is Friday. We made it. Now, if you're not a weirdo like me, you're probably going to be sad because we're looking at rain chances throughout the weekend, even into early next week. But I actually, Bailey Zimmerman, where it ends on B105. It's your B105 Buzz, brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936. Mostly cloudy today. We'll start to see rain chances throughout today and then the weekend, even into early next week. But the good news is a high of 70 today. We'll talk to Brandon Weathers from WDIO coming up, as always, around 8:30. But that does lead me to this, and I'm so sad about it. I just adore Brandon, but today's actually his last day at WDIO. So we have mentioned this on air and whatnot, and he did share it on his social media pages a few weeks ago. But he is leaving Duluth. He and his wife are moving to be closer to family. He has been with WDIO since 2018. He joined Good Morning Northland in 2020, and he's just been a bright spot for, the Breakfast Club since he joined the morning show, and we get to talk to him every morning around 8:30. So very bittersweet. He's going to be closer to family and everything like that, but we will definitely miss him, and you can see his heartfelt goodbye right now, B105country.com. But again, we will talk to him one last time around 8:30, so you definitely don't want to miss it. Also want to mention this. There's so many studies these days and whatnot, but Lake Superior has just been named one of the most picturesque lakes in the country. Now, this isn't a huge surprise because it's massive, it's popular, all of that. But I was kind of surprised that we placed third. I would have thought we would get first place. Maybe that's because I'm a Duluthian, but the first place spot actually went to Lake Tahoe. Now, the way that this study was done, it was done by a website called Lake.com, of course. They looked at Instagram and how many hashtags there were for every lake. So Lake Superior had over 1 million photos where somebody used that hashtag. So I don't think that really tells you if it's picturesque per se, but maybe popular. I don't know. Lake Superior is number one in my heart. So read more about that, B105country.com. Coming up, music from Cole Swindell, Luke Bryan, Morgan Wallace, Jason Aldean. Try that in a small town on B105. So the big story this morning is actually really shocking. It's about Carly Pearce. So over the past really few weeks, especially the past few days, she's been saying on social media that she's been going through a rough time. And a lot of people were speculating, like, is she going through a breakup? What's going on? Well, she shared a video to social media yesterday to clear it all up. She says she's actually dealing with a very serious health issue. She's been diagnosed with pericarditis. I might be saying that wrong, but it is a heart condition, and it causes very sharp chest pain, among other things. It does heal on its own or with medication, but she says that it has really impacted her shows because she needs to keep her heart rate down and she really should be resting. So she says that with the advice of her doctor, she's going to keep touring, but she's going to tone it down and she's going to change her shows because she's been on tour with Tim McGraw, very high energy. And she says, if you come see me, just know that I want to give you my all. I'm still going to, but I might just have to do that sitting down. She's asking people for grace. And she also says that she wants to encourage people to really take care of themselves. If something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right, which is really good advice because I feel like everybody, including myself, is always go, go, go. And she says sometimes you just need to slow down and listen to your body. Now, it is a huge bummer because she has a new album out 1 week from today, and she says she has a lot of things planned for that. She's going to do them, but she says it just might look different. So you can see that video, B105country.com, wishing her the best, of course. And Alan Jackson, he just announced another tour. It's the 2024 Last Call, one more for the road tour. Everybody's freaking out about this. He says, fans know when they come to my shows, they're going to hear the songs that made me who I am. I've been touring for 3 decades. I'm enjoying spending more time at home, but we're going to go out and do this thing one more time. So it kicks off in August in Boston. It goes through May of next year, and that's actually the closest date. He'll be performing in Milwaukee. And if you want to see Alan Jackson, he has done this a few times before where he says this is the last call. He is also dealing with a very serious illness. Definitely worth the road trip. So you can read about that, when you can get tickets, all of that, B105country.com. And then last but not least, do not forget that your Tim McGraw code is coming up at 8:20. You want it?
Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Good morning. It's 7:10 and the 7:10 laugh off.
So Rob just sent a message. He said, no, the Jelly Roll song is called I'm Not Okay. I was like, Rob, sorry, Rob, that is not, he has not recorded a studio version of that. I was like, Rob, are you okay?
I hope you're okay. Anyway, okay. All right. 7:10 laugh off. You ready? Mm-hmm. You want to go first? Who's starting?
Well, I won, so technically I get to dictate, but I will go first.
Okay.
Ken, what do you get when you throw a lot of books into the ocean? A tidal wave.
I don't get it.
A title, like a title of a book.
Oh, a title. I was saying, I just heard title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a good warm-up, I guess.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Lauren, my teacher yelled at me for not knowing the meaning of the word Armageddon. I'm like, relax, it's not the end of the world.
Technically, what does that word mean?
Armageddon?
Yeah.
I don't know, we can look it up, but
okay.
I don't have the definition handy.
That's a good joke. Ken, which letter of the alphabet is the coolest of them all? Iced tea. That sounded better in my brain.
Yeah, it didn't land. It didn't land. Not at all.
I'm used to that. It's okay.
Lauren, did you know the Romans invented FaceTime? They called it the Colosseum.
That's funny. I like a good,
Roman joke?
Yeah.
That's
Good job.
They always get me.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even get my really good one.
Well, you can save it, but I won the week.
Okay, congratulations.
2-1.
Want to give away Dublin Pub Comedy Night tickets in celebration of your win?
Yeah. I was going to say of your win because you won
But
today.
the win of the week.
Yeah, let's do it. Now, this is for this weekend, so you have to be able to come pick up the tickets today at the station. But if you want to go, call us up.
Okay. 727-B105, 712 on the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Good morning. That's Shabuzi and a bar song. 721. Here we go. Your brain teaser question. Your chance to win some Papa Murphy's today.
Yep. So yesterday, a new study says 42% of people sleep better if this is one of their hobbies. The answer, gardening.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
That's so sweet. This morning's brain teaser, about 32% of Americans think this chore counts as exercise. Technically, it does.
I think any chore counts as exercise.
I think you burn a lot of calories doing this chore, actually.
Okay, well, 727-B105. Papa Murphy's on the line if you want to take a guess at it. Question one more time. How many percent? 42%? Or 32%.
About 32% of Americans think this chore counts as exercise. I don't enjoy this chore. I think chores are fun. I don't like this one.
It's a very broad term for this chore.
Yeah.
Right. But, okay. 727-B105. Call now. Good luck with Lee Bryce. Hard to... B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Okay, your brain teaser question. Lauren?
Okay, about 32% of Americans think that this chore counts as exercise. What is it?
Okay, well, our phone's blowing up here. Let's take some guesses. Hi, B105. What do you think?
Vacuuming?
Not vacuuming, I don't think. Well, Lauren, you're the judge here.
I mean, we'll give it to you because it's a main part of cleaning.
It's pretty general. It's just cleaning. So vacuuming is a part of cleaning, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty broad. But, vacuuming, you're walking around. I mean, I wonder how many steps you get when you vacuum.
Right, and I heard it's good for your core.
Is it?
I'll consider that a workout.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
why not?
I was thinking like folding laundry. You get that tricep workout,
I
That's
hate
another
folding
one.
laundry.
I know. Laundry's the worst.
Anyways, who's this?
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, congratulations. We're going to get you some Papa Murphy's.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's not a chore then. We got Papa Murphy's. Just pop it in the oven and set the timer. You're good to go.
Right. Delicious.
I know. Now I'm wanting some pizza.
I know. Well, it's only 7:26 a.m., but...
Breakfast pizza.
Pizza is good for breakfast.
Hey, you want to know something interesting I saw yesterday? I just came up with this. So yesterday I decided I swung over... I was over at Superior Meats because I was down on the Magic, was golfing, and I would pick up some brats on the way home. They had an end-of-the-day bratwurst. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I don't eat brats.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm not surprised, I guess, by that. It's everything they have left over, they throw into one bratwurst.
Oh. I like that.
But I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle that.
That's
cute.
I like it.
But it was good. I had the Man of War. It was fantastic.
So you didn't get the end of the world?
Not end of the world. It's the end of the day.
End of the day brunch.
Let's see where Lauren's brain's going here.
It's going to be okay.
Okay. 727 B105. We're looking at your weather forecast here in just a second on the Breakfast Club. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. It's Friday at Breakfast Club Confessions. Something when you get off our chest.
I'm going to start because I feel like you've been through it this week way more
have
than
been
me.
Through it.
And so I'm just going to start by saying that yesterday I was leaving the parking garage and there was a lot happening. I don't know what was going on. There was a guy in front of me. His car was cool. I don't know what kind of car it was because I'm not a car person, but he did his key card and then there was traffic. So he pulled up. The arm went down. So I didn't scan my key card yet because he had to obviously pull out. But then some guys walked by and they loved his car. So then they were having a conversation for like 3 minutes, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to like honk my horn and like kill their vibes, but there was a long line of cars, whatever.
Let's get going here, people.
Yeah. So then by the time he left, I did the key card, slowly crept up. I saw somebody, there's like a mirror so you can see when people are coming in your blind spot. And I saw a man walking, so I waited. And then I started to pull forward and oh my gosh, there was another man. I didn't like come close to like hitting him or anything, but I didn't see him there because he was wearing a suit that was the same color as the bricks. So he literally blended in. And I was like, sir, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't let you stop and go. Like, you obviously have the right of way. And he just smiled at me. But like, he was wearing a suit that was the same color as the bricks. So he literally, yeah. And I was like, but it was all good.
That's like the color of my truck blends into the roadway.
It really does. It does.
And there's a lot of times people don't see me. It's like this is a thing, right?
There's been situations. So anyways, my jerk moment of the day was an accident and I was paying attention, but he just was wearing a brick colored suit, so I didn't see.
Right.
What do you have?
Oh my gosh. Yesterday was a day. Oh my gosh. Well, let me just put a long story short. I ended up getting screamed at on the phone for about, 5-10 minutes, and I just ended up hanging up because I'm like, I can't deal with this anymore.
Yeah. You gotta...
It's just like, I'm like, this is obviously, you clearly have an issue. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And then, so I felt bad, but why? I shouldn't.
Right. It's always jarring to be yelled at, though. Yeah. You know? It's always kind of like surreal.
I didn't do anything wrong either.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is, here's what I want to say. May 31st, it's the last day of May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, okay? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot more people that could use mental health help than are taking it. And this is coming from somebody that has done work themselves, okay? Mm-hmm. Come from a good place here. There's a lot of people, especially lately, what's going on in the world, that's got a lot of stuff going on, and it's okay to ask for help. And it's a very hard step to do, but it's okay, right? It's okay to not be okay and get help. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to say that for a lot of people. So that's not a Breakfast Club confession necessarily as much as just a platform on the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month that people should be willing to, look at yourself and go, hey, you know what? I could do better.
Okay. Are you referring to the person on the phone?
Anybody. I have lots of people in my life lately. Okay. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's very important. So that's what I'm saying.
It is.
They got a little deep.
That got deep. I'm waiting for you to say what you did that made you a jerk.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll come up with something else. I don't know if I really can do that today.
That's okay.
I don't know.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I know. We're going to try. Post Malone right now. There's Lauren's Country Lowdown on B105 and giving us all the deets of what's going on in Nashville and beyond.
Yeah, well, there is I shouldn't say a lot of new music out, but there are a few new songs out. So Maddie and Tay, they have a new song out. It's called Sad Girl Summer, which sounds really sad, but it's like a summer anthem, uplifting anthem type thing. So you can check that out. And then Megan Maroney has a new song out today from the Twister soundtrack, which is so many country artists.
I wonder what her song is. What's that like?
So
Luke Combs was just like, the emo love in Oklahoma. That's how the Twisters, and that was like hard rocking. But Megan Maroney doesn't.
Yeah. So the song's called "Never Left Me," and then Bailey Zimmerman's song from the Twister soundtrack came out last Friday. So they're slowly rolling it out.
This is a soundtrack to be on, apparently.
I know. Well, I mean, who didn't love the original Twister?
It's hard to beat, though.
I know it. I'm not against remakes of movies, but It's when it's like a classic, but I'm still going to see it, and I'm going to love it no matter what.
Is Helen Hunt coming back?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about her.
Bill Paxton passed away.
Sad.
I know, but...
Well, yeah, that movie doesn't even come out till July, but they're slowly rolling out this album, so you can hear the song, B105country.com. She's also already teasing another snippet of a song called I Know You. It's about a toxic relationship, and it's most likely on her new album, which comes out in July, but we will have to wait and see, because she drops little breadcrumbs, but she doesn't say what she means.
I'm looking at the cast of Twister, and I literally only sequel coming out. I literally only know one person.
Yeah.
And that's Glenn Powell.
You don't need to know anyone else.
It's just the Tornadoes are the star here, right?
I'm so excited for this movie. It's going to be outstanding.
Okay.
Anyways, Jelly Roll, he just completed his goal of a 5K. Remember, he
good for him.
was on a podcast, and the hosts were going to do it, and he's like, I want to challenge myself. He's on like a health and fitness journey. So he just did a recent interview where he says he has a new goal, and he's encouraging people to do it with him, and that is to run a half marathon.
Really?
Yeah, he said next fall's the goal, late fall or early winter. He says right now I'm just walking. He said when he started training for his 5K, he could barely do it. Now he's completed that, so he says I'm walking a lot and jogging when I can. And he says I'm going to slowly up the ante and hopefully accomplish that goal. He also says that he gets his steps in by power lapping, hot lapping, as I say, around all the venues before he performs.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's taking care of his health.
He is. And he's open about it all along the way. So
good for him.
You can see what he's been up to, B105country.com, and then stay tuned for your Tim McGraw code at 820.
Jelly Roll, just to piggyback what I was talking about here a little bit ago, Jelly Roll is somebody that, turned his life around, and it all starts with your head.
Yeah.
And where your headspace is. And Jelly Roll is doing fantastic.
He is.
And I'm proud of him. So keep it up, Jelly.
Yeah.
If you're out there listening.
If you're listening to us, I mean.
That's something.
Whew.
That's not happening. Okay, well, anyway. 7:52, Jason LD. Let's go to the movies. Hollywood A's.
Let's do it.
Okay, so here's the deal. There's nothing really new out. Unless you want to see Haiku the Dumpster Battle subtitled anime. That one. That's out. That must be a big deal. It's in two theaters.
I've never heard of that.
No, I don't know.
Okay, well.
Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, that's still out. That's the big one. Also, Garfield the movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, that kind of stuff. But then there's this one, The Strangers Chapter 1, and that's what you went to see, right?
Yeah, so Ken's dad, shout out Greg, and Shauna and I, we went to The Strangers. They heard my call, because last week I was like, I just really want to see this movie. And then it happened.
Yeah.
So it was great. So The Strangers, because I love scary movies, favorite thing in the world. The original Strangers is the only movie I've ever seen that's actually scared me.
I've never seen any. Well, I don't like horror movies.
No, you would not do well with this because it's scary because it could happen. And it's loosely based on real situations.
So here's the synopsis if you don't know. After their car breaks down in an eerie small town, a young couple are forced to spend the night in a remote cabin. Panic ensues as they are terrorized by three masked strangers who strike with no mercy and seemingly no motive.
Yep.
Ugh.
So scary. So the original, horrifying, only movie I've ever seen that scared me. This one was good. It was so scary. Not as scary as the original, but still scary. And then on top of that, it also, it follows like the same, thing. So basically, it's the same, I just lost my train of thought because someone popped in here. It follows the same, trajectory and everything. It kind of has a predictable ending, but still so scary, worth seeing if you liked the original.
Right. Strangers. So the original came out when?
Oh, at least 10 years ago. It has Liv Tyler in it. She was so good in it.
Really?
I remember watching it in college. So when did it come out? 2008.
Oh, I was thinking about, you say The Strangers, I was thinking about the movie The Others. You remember that one with Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
That one scared the crap out of me.
And then they also had The Strangers Pray at Night, which wasn't that good. But The Strangers Chapter 1 is good, and then they're working on Chapter 2 right now. So.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's an honest review of Lauren getting freaked out at The Strangers.
I was so scared driving home. I kept looking at my back seat, and then I shut all the blinds.
What if I had to stop and stay at a remote cabin on the way back?
And then Well, I kind of live in the woods, so I kept, shutting the blinds, and I was like, don't look out.
Scariest thing about where you live is the road. My gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
It's
the
terrible.
potholes. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's the scary part. You can easily break down there. There you go, 811 B105. We've got the Tim McGraw Flyaway Code. Tim in L.A. coming up at 8:20 here on B105. Tim McGraw Flyaway, and we got a code for you right now. You want to enter in the B105 app. The code is 736.
736.
I just wanted to make sure I got one of those codes in there. 736. There you go.
You noticed it was right there on the show sheet.
I know. I had it right
Proud
here.
of you.
Well, I'm following your instructions. 736. There you go. Did you see I replied to your email yesterday and I said thank you for all the deets?
Yeah.
Did I say deets? I'm trying to sound hip.
I saw that you said deets, and I knew you were having a bad day, so I just said okay.
Okay. 736. All the deets right on the B105 app. On this B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren, and we want to say congratulations to our free money payday winner this week, and it's Wendy Johnson.
Congratulations.
$500.
Love that. That is the easiest way to win $500. Like, you just enter, and then you just wait to see if you won.
We have one more chance. So you got to make sure you go to the B105 app, enter in, and be like Wendy and the other winners we've had. Crystal. I can't remember all the names right now.
Yeah.
I do.
Isabella.
Yes, I have all their information, though, because, well, of course, we're getting them $500 each. So, we have Dustin Lynch with Mackenzie Porter thinking about you on B105. Do you have any big weekend plans?
I am running the Pike Lake 10K tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's right.
And
does that go like around Pike Lake? Or
it
where
does.
It go?
And yeah, it goes around. And one loop around with a few modifications is about 6 miles. And, I'm very excited for it. I've come a long way because I'm excited to do 6 miles when really on my running schedule is 14 miles. But I'm like, I'll do this 6 miler and it's really hard and it'll just balance
What's
out.
hard about it? Is it a lot of hills?
Yeah, there's a lot of hills, but it's very beautiful. And
I wonder if you run by my friend Shane's house.
I was wondering that last year.
Yeah, I don't want to give you the address right now because
Right. Tell him. Well, Shane, if you're listening, can you go to the end of your driveway with something to drink, maybe a snack?
Well, he's going to be with me. We're going fishing.
Oh, all right. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. What about you?
I'm going to
Oh yeah. Well, what else?
Golfing, doing some golfing. Yeah.
Nice. I should have known you were golfing.
Yeah, it's a boys' weekend kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Scary.
No,
Scary
the
stuff.
thing is about when you do boys' weekend and you're now 40 is it's very chill. Everyone goes
I don't know.
to
I've had some FaceTimes from you.
That was Lake of the Woods. That's a different story.
That was something. That was something.
Yeah, that was. Probably should put my phone away at that point. If you're getting a FaceTime from me at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, it's going to be good.
Or anybody.
B105, Northland's #1 for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren, and we will see you later. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Good luck on your Pike Lake 10K.
Oh, thanks. I'm not nervous. I shouldn't put that out there.
It's always nice when I wake up on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning or whatever day, and Lauren's already got 20,000 steps in. I literally haven't gotten out of bed.
Yeah. Last week
and I go,
did
good for her.
12 miles, and I was done by 10. And then you can just rot away the rest of the day. It's great.
Right.
With your bloody toenails. Yeah, it's great.
Wow.